Alvin Kamara's clone with like 4.3 speed. They have got a lot of things going on right now in Kansas City. Hey, man, they may have addressed their issues as good as anybody.
The Kansas City Royals.
Michael had a leadoff walk last night in the 5th inning and ended up scoring the Royals' only run. And now he blasts one deep left field. And the Royals have a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning.
He's a perfect kind of pitcher for us tonight. Look at that. That is a meatball. 78 middle elevated. Nice swing. Right on him.
Line to left field. Altuve will play it off the wall. Renfroe hesitated. Not sure he knew there were 2 outs. And he put it into gear. Vance Wilson waved him home. Drew Waters gets to third base easily, and that's an RBI double for India, and the Royals lead 2-0.
Nice job. Be ready to hit. 3-1 count. 91 in the middle. He says, I'm not taking another one down the middle.
Back to the middle. It hit the bag.
What a break.
And ricochets out into left field. Vinny will score, and Garcia will end up at second base.
Give him his 18th RBI.
Pena 3 for 3 tonight, an RBI double in the 6th. That accounted for the second run for the Astros.
That ball's going to be a base hit. Dubon's going to score the go-ahead run. Jeremy Pena makes it 4-3 Astros in the 8th.
Pena 4 for 4.
I think the 4th one's the charm. That was the one. The Astros complete the comeback.
There goes Junior, and Vinny takes down and away, so the tying runs at second base.
Yeah, you have to do that. You got to get in there. That's good. Good read.
Into center field, coming on Jake Myers. Astros win 4-3, taking 2 out of 3 in this series from Kansas City. They had to fight from down in this game, 2-0 and 3-1. Blummer, that's a nice series win.
He was at 77 pitches going into the 8th. He had everything working. We got some nice plays behind him as well. A couple double plays. Renfroe made a nice play in right, but I mean, he was pounding the zone. He was keeping them off balance. They got 2 hits off him, a ground ball single to right, and then it's pretty incredible. Dubon hit the same ball twice in the exact same spot. I mean, that's really unfortunate. I mean, none of these decisions are easy, right? I mean, it's the 8th inning, but he had plenty of stuff. He was strong. That's a really just unfortunate way for that ball to bounce right there. Yeah, the home run was a breaking ball. I mean, I didn't see the location, but he stayed back. He kept his hands ready to go and fired on it. I mean, we've seen he's got power, but you know, he put a couple really good at-bats together tonight. Tough losses. I mean, come in and have a game, we get out to a good start, and then these last 2 are one-run games. I mean, we play a lot of close games. We got to figure out how to be one run better.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. It's Thursday, May 15th, 2025. Stephen St. John and Jake Gutierrez. Today on the show, we'll be joined by our baseball insider from ESPN, Buster Olney, just after 7 o'clock. Gary Dieter and Anthony Sherman in studio in the 8 o'clock hour. And Jesse Newell from the Kansas City Star in the 9 o'clock hour. I missed talking with those gentlemen last Thursday, although I did thoroughly enjoy my brief time in Chicago.
Well, Dieter decided to just not show up.
Yeah, that went over real well with the people on the trip, by the way. Why would you want Dieter on right after he coached in rookie minicamp? Did he tell you he wasn't going to be here? Or?
Well, the day before.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to be there.
That's fine. Is he going to be here today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
You sure?
I think, yeah. Yes, I am.
What were you going to say? You think what?
I think he was boycotting the show since Nate was.
I kind of offered that up too, and
but really, he was in Dallas allegedly. So he's back.
The Chiefs will be in Dallas allegedly.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. But first, man, that was a very disappointing Royals game last night as the Royals blew the game and they lose to the Houston Astros in extremely disappointing fashion. That one left a mark. And they had a real chance to win the series after winning game one. Instead, they lose a couple of heartbreakers. 2-1, walk off, and then 4-3, late comeback. That now leaves them 4.5 games behind Detroit. Detroit, winners of 3 in a row. They're hot again. And so now the Royals are just a game ahead of Minnesota. Minnesota, I don't know what's going on here, but Minnesota won't lose. They're winners of 10 in a row. The Royals have lost a couple in a row, so now Minnesota is 23-20, and the Royals are 25-20. And so Minnesota now, because of their 10-game winning streak, they're only a game back of the Royals. Cleveland lost, and so the Royals didn't lose any ground on them, but they're a game back. Royals 25-20, Cleveland 25-18. And then you got the Tigers 29-15, winners of 3 in a row. Just sucks, man. Not enough offense again. And just terrible situational hitting. Too many runners left on base. Too many opportunities squandered. Stop me if you've heard this before. And, hey, look, it wasn't just him, but if you're not super pissed off last night and today, if you're Vinny Pasquantino, I don't know what to tell you. Because that is not, that will not be a night that he'll want to remember forever. First inning, Bobby Witt Jr. triples with 1 out. You got to get him home, Vinny. You got to get him home. He'll tell you that. It's no revelation. But as much as this team struggles, as much as this team is struggling, I could care less about the team struggling. Bobby Witt Jr.
I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
Bobby Witt Jr. get the triple. I'm not even asking for a hit. Sack fly, buddy. A well-placed ground ball. Something. Get him home. Get him home. Doesn't. Grounds out to the pitcher. And then Salvi strikes out. Wasted opportunity. Second inning. Hey, Garcia led off with a home run. Okay. There you go. On the board. Then, after Canna and Massey both fly out, Renfroe singles. Waters infield hit. India doubles. Drives in Renfroe 2-0. Royals are cooking. Bobby Witt Jr. comes up. They don't want none of that. He tripled in the first inning. They don't want a piece. They walk him. And look, again, you can't blame a team for walking Bobby Witt Jr. Especially now, especially with the way Vinny's not hitting. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? In a situation like that where you're thinking, you know what, runs may be tough to come by in this game. You got runners on base, a couple of runners on base and 2 outs. Am I going to face Bobby Witt Jr.?
Hell no.
Or am I going to put him on base and face Pasquantino? You're going to do what the Astros, or you should do what the Astros did. You walk Bobby Witt Jr. and you face Vinny Pasquantino.
Every day.
Who couldn't get Bobby home from third base with one out in the first inning. Bases loaded, second inning. Pasquantino grounds out. That's your run producer, man. That's what he's in the lineup for. That's what he's there for. That's, you know. And you're thinking, well, it's still 2-0, but man, it could have been more. It could have been so much better. And you're looking at Vinny like, well, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt the Royals because you just failed in 2 opportunities to put some more runs on the board. And again, stop me if you heard this before, Lorenzen was rolling. And this is your 5th starter. He gives up the home run to Paredes in the 4th inning. Vinny did come around to score after he coaxed a walk in the 5th. But that made it 3-1. Lorenzen's still pitching well. He gives up another run in the 6th, so it's 3-2. And like, here we go, right? And you're thinking, man, the Royals should have a couple of more runs than 3. At least 1 more. And if Vinny would have come through, they could have had 2 or 3 more. But they didn't. Lorenzen gets through the 7th. Then what are you thinking? The pitch count was low. And so the numbers suggest that you don't need Lorenzen to see the lineup a 3rd time. And that's what the numbers will suggest for most 5th starters. Really good the first time through the lineup. Pretty good the second time through the lineup. 3rd time through the lineup, they get him. But looks like Urseg wasn't available. Didn't want to go to Schreiber. The pitch count was very reasonable. And so I'll be honest with you, I'm not. Could you go back and change your mind? Well, let's start the inning. Let's start the next inning with somebody fresh out of the bullpen. Okay. All right, what do you want to do? Who do you want to go with? I'll hear it. Fine. But I wasn't screaming for it. Lorenzen pitched his ass off out there. Was it? Now, if you have a strong opinion about it and you tell me there's no way Lorenzen should have been out there for the 8th inning, or as soon as he gave up a base runner, he goes. You send him out there for the 8th inning and you say, okay, we're good. But as soon as you put a guy on, we're going to yank you.
That's where I was at. Let him put himself in trouble. Give him the opportunity to start the inning. As soon as he puts somebody on, all right.
He gets Myers to ground out, but then DeCinzo singles, and that's where you would have done it.
Yep.
He didn't. And then Dubon, almost the same exact double he hit before.
Yep.
And then, Drew Waters. Drew Waters doesn't field the baseball cleanly all the time. And I know there was a weird carry him off the wall or whatever, but
it's a weird ballpark too.
Yeah. I don't know. He always.
It's not smooth.
He always fumbles with the ball, and
it's not smooth.
And some of his throws are bizarre. I don't know. It's weird. Just an observation. Not blaming him, but just like it seems like there's always something. It's never clean. Yeah, whatever. But then Estevez came in. You can say he made a good pitch to Pena, but Pena's red hot, and he didn't get the job done either. So even though Lorenzen was left in and the game was tied, Estevez still could have gotten out of the inning with a tie game. Didn't do it. That was it. And then guess what, Jake?
What, Steven?
In the 9th inning, after Fermin struck out and India flied out, Bobby Wood Jr. walked and then stole second.
Sure did.
And so guess what scenario that presented?
Brought Vinny
Pasquantino with the game on the line with Bobby Wood Jr. on second. Once again, first inning, Bobby Wood Jr. at third with 1 out, didn't get him home. Second inning, the bases loaded with 2 out, grounded out. And you're thinking, okay.
Redemption,
all right,
baby.
Here we go.
Redemption.
Here it is. Not the easiest matchup for him against Hader. Flied out to center. Game over. So that's why that's got to be eating away at Vinny Pasquantino. You got to, man, if he comes through in any one of those situations, it's a different game. But with the way this team is struggling to consistently score runs, you have to come through in just one of those situations, man. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. As we continue our countdown to Caglione. That's what I think. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie and try to back off of it because it irritates some people. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't care if it irritates some people. Well, I don't care. I don't. You know what? I hope it does.
Who's it irritating?
Oh, there's some people that I know it irritates, and when I know specifically it irritates these people, it makes me do it more. You probably know who I'm talking about. It makes me want to do it more. It pushes me to do it more. There's some people like if you're on the opposite side of the argument from them, you feel pretty strongly that you're on the right side.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they disagree with me? Well, I feel great about my spot now.
Heading in the right direction. Yeah, because when you're on the same side of something, you're like, huh.
And I didn't say call him up tomorrow. I didn't say I'm still waiting for AAA and everything else. I didn't say any of this. I just said the countdown continues.
Yeah,
I'm counting down to it.
Sure it is.
I'm excited about it. I will be excited about it.
It's going to happen.
Nothing will stop me from being excited about it and looking forward to it. He was excited about it.
Could have been because he was excited about it.
But that's what when they lose these games where they only score 1 run, or they lose these games when there's multiple opportunities with guys on base and they don't come through, you think, their top prospect is money with guys on base and drives in more runs than anyone in minor league baseball pretty much and can change the game with one swing. There's not a lot of guys. Look, the Royals are last in home runs. They don't make pitchers pay for mistakes very often. And when they do, they make them pay with a double or something. That's fine. But they need a guy in there that if they make a mistake, they will, he will make you pay with a 430-foot home run. Right? One swing, it'll get you.
He's bringing power.
Frustrating loss. But not the top story. Royals lose 4-3. Off day today. Come home to take on the Cardinals. Celebrate the 85 Royals. Let's celebrate. This is from a White Stripes album, by the way. Lebo gets that reference. Lebo, let's celebrate. Oh, you're going to go there? Okay.
Oh, if we're celebrating. A song from 85, a theme for 2015.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I wish I could go out there this weekend.
Let's celebrate.
But they chose to do this on graduation weekend for many people, and that's more important. I'll be celebrating with Phil St. John. Nice dinner on Friday. We're staying at the President. Graduation at T-Mobile Center on Saturday.
I'll be there.
Saturday morning, I'll be emceeing the Brandon Russell's Flash Dash down in NKC. Then I'll come home or go to the President Hotel, change my clothes, get ready. And then, by the way, doors open at 1.
Okay.
For graduation at T-Mobile Center for the Block Business School. And then we'll be done there. Shockingly, I'll demand that my family takes pictures and our group takes pictures. And then I'll go back to the President Hotel, headquarters for New Day with SSJ, and I'll put on my suit and then go out to Arrowhead to MC the ALS Night of Hope Gala. But we're all going to go together, me and Sue and Phil.
Oh, that's great.
And his girlfriend and his girlfriend's parents.
Oh, nice.
And Selena and Julia. And Julia is promised
to smile one time.
To leave her anger at the door.
I'll promise you one smile.
Right. No, I didn't get that.
One.
Getting crazy. But, you know, and they were so great. They even said, you know, are you sure you want to do this after your son's graduation? I said, yes, I do. Because it's us getting together, but it's also ALS is something that was very impactful in our family because of course, my uncle Richie passed away after battling ALS for almost 8 years. And so
you can all go celebrate him as a family.
Yeah, I feel like that
he's there.
That provides my mom and my grandparents and my family that's not here.
Graduation weekend.
Don't get a chance to see Phil graduate. I feel like it
celebrates them.
Yes, their presence is there.
I'll feel
it. So
yeah, absolutely, that's awesome.
So there you go. But I'll be watching from afar, and I'll be hoping that Mike Boddicker is able to get me the Brett Saberhagen, George Brett bobblehead of them embracing after clinching the 85 World Series championship against the St. Louis Cardinals. That still hits right. So that was baseball. It was frustrating. It was anger-inducing, and the Royals lost 4-3. But we wiped that slate clean.
Washed our hands.
Had the day off. Washed that filthy taste out of our mouths.
Right. Disgusting.
And but let me tell you something, Royals. Let me tell you something, 2025 Royals. Pressure's on you.
That's right.
Your ass better come to play this weekend because you're playing the Cardinals, and they're playing well, and you're out there honoring the 85 Royals and the 15 Royals. All right? And that ain't no joke. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to get to.
Salvia have the boys ready.
So yous better show up and show out and beat the Cardinals. I thought that was funny that, I don't know, you tell me, was it funny that St. Louis was up 2-0 over Sporting?
The I-70 Derby.
And then Sporting got 2 goals and tied it, and then I saw the St. Louis's crowd was booing their own team.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You described that well? Was that funny?
Oh, it's great.
That's funny?
It's great.
I thought it was funny.
At halftime, I was very discouraged watching that game.
But as they were, did you hear?
70th minute and 77th minute.
This ain't going to bother you.
No.
This won't bother you. But I guess the PA announcer out there in St. Louis City or whatever wouldn't refer to Sporting as Sporting Kansas City. He kept calling them Kansas because it's a thing because they St. Louis City says they're Missouri's team and
that's lame.
But they kept calling them Kansas.
Wow.
To be petty.
They're Sporting. I mean, it's Sporting Kansas City.
But
they're in Kansas City. The name of the team isn't Kansas.
I understand that, but
it's not Sporting Kansas.
You?
Well, that's karma. You call the team on the PA. You are,
and then they blew it.
I mean, that's so unprofessional too. I'll be honest with you. That's super. It's super unprofessional. Yes, I think so. It's petty. It's unprofessional. The name of the organization is Sporting Kansas City. It's not Sporting Kansas. Yes, it's in Kansas City, Kansas.
I just want to know what you thought about that.
It's. I mean, it's very fitting how that game ended. Good for Sporting. Going on the road and getting a point.
So
down
so
2-0.
Royals beat St. Louis. Would you?
Please.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go through the schedule for the Kansas City Chiefs because we have it. We have days. We have times, we have dates, we have everything you need. It was leaked throughout the day and then officially announced last night. And so we will go through the schedule, and I will tell you how the Chiefs are going to go 14-3.
So hit the over.
14-3 is what it is.
11.5.
Yeah, well, it's over, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Daniel Sperry posted this. In-stadium announcer has only referred to Sporting as Kansas so far through pre-match buildup.
So weird. I don't get the yeah. See, yeah. I just such a weird flex.
I want you to believe you believe.
I
You may not believe me. You believe Daniel Sperry.
I believe Daniel.
Yeah,
he does a great job.
I just saw that. I said, I wonder if that makes Jake mad. Soccer mad's different.
It
You and Nate get mad at
It
some
doesn't
weird
make
stuff.
any sense to me. It's like you're trying to be funny. That's not funny.
I'm not the one
It's not
doing
even-
it.
I mean, it's unprofessional. I don't get.
I'm not the one doing it. You got to ask Daniel Sperry. Text him. Say, hey, what's this all about?
2-2 draw after being up 2-0.
Well, I saw that, and when the match ended, I go, oh, wait, hold on here. These St. Louis people are pissed.
Yeah,
I'll
they
take
should be.
that.
Their team sucks.
I like, whoa.
They're
I
still
just liked
pissed
it.
about 2 years ago blowing it in the playoffs.
I just thought I wanted to bring that up. Just thought you liked the fact that the St. Louis fans are booing their own squad as they walked off the
little brother.
Thank you.
Over in St. Louis.
Wow, there it is. We'll take a break. Let's run down the Chiefs schedule after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Well, I'm going to have to show this video to Phil. I'm looking at a video that appears to be the University of Houston, where someone that was walking across the stage to get their diploma decided to start dancing. Nothing wrong with that. But then takes his graduation cap off and decides to attempt to do a full backflip. And then comes up a little bit short, lands on their head, and knocks himself out unconscious on the graduation stage. So, gonna pull Phil aside. Not that I am concerned about it now. I'll pull him aside and say, hey, buddy, no backflips, all right?
Well, just pull it off if you try it.
No backflips. Phil?
Just execute it properly.
You've conducted yourself with the utmost professionalism for the past 4 years getting your business degree. Let's go ahead and close the show the right way. Just walk across the stage, get your diploma, and we'll celebrate afterwards.
Yeah, backflip's not really in his personality.
Well, this guy didn't appear it's in his personality either, as he was
not in his capability either.
Unconscious on the stage. I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
I've got the Chiefs schedule right here.
How about it?
By the way, did you see, I think it was the Colts posted all these teams do their fun schedule release videos.
What do you think about those?
It depends on if some of them are lame and some of them are good.
Right.
Some of them I enjoy, some of them aren't very good. Look at me. Don't ask me to tell you which ones I like and which ones I don't, because I'm not going to say it. But some of them are lame. But I guess the Colts posted one, and then I don't know if they put it back, but then they deleted it right afterwards because it was like a cartoon, and it had
something to do with Minecraft or something? No?
I don't know if was that the Titans or no.
I don't know. I don't get caught up in a whole lot of them. It's all Allen Iverson doing something for the Bills.
For the Bills?
Yeah, it's weird.
What?
Right. Doesn't make very much sense. You think he'd be doing something for the Eagles.
The Colts deleted their 2025 schedule release video just an hour after posting it, and people are speculating that the team deleted it because they had a Coast Guard arresting a dolphin that had a Tyreek Hill jersey on. So.
What?
Yeah. And yes, it was Minecraft. So.
Whoops. Whoops.
Here, let me show you so you can see this. Look. So.
I don't. Okay.
What? Well, say something.
I don't know what.
The dolphin was jumping happily.
Yeah, the dolphin.
With the Tyreek Hill jersey, and the Coast Guard came along to arrest it.
What'd that dolphin do? What?
I'm done.
What?
I'm out. I'm out on that. All I'm doing is presenting to you what happened. So, do you think that should have been deleted because of that?
No. Here's the deal: like deleting something off the internet at this point in time, when you're something like that, it's like you either lean into it or it's going to be there forever.
But I'm like, damn, they got Minecraft Tyreek Hill, a real dolphin Tyreek Hill getting arrested by the.
It's just a Tyreek Hill fan, a dolphin. It's not really Tyreek Hill.
But I think in this it was supposed to be. I don't know. Okay, here's your schedule for the Chiefs. We knew this week 1. They will be heading to Brazil to take on the Chargers. And that's Friday, September 5th at 7 o'clock.
I think that's great. I love it.
Friday Night Football.
Just start off the season. Friday night in Brazil.
You don't mind them taking the spotlight away from high school football around here?
No. It's early in the season.
There's some good matchups early in the season, brother. But everyone will be watching the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Except for the kids.
Playing football.
And the coaches.
And the parents.
And the parents.
Well.
And the cheerleaders.
Sure, some of the parents will.
Student body.
Keep an eye on it.
Oh, yeah. But there'll be some no-shows. All right. Week 2. Chiefs come home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, in a Super Bowl rematch. That'll be Sunday, September 14th, 3:25 at Arrowhead Stadium. You like that?
I do. It's tough beginning of the season, but that's what we said last year too.
Yes. Is it really tough? They go beat. Let's say they're going to beat the Chargers. Rematch against the Eagles.
2 of the 4 are tough, I guess.
See, this is my problem. I got to give them some losses somewhere, and I don't want to. Week 3, New York Giants, Sunday Night Football at the Giants, September 21st, 7:20 p.m. I've been waiting all day on Sunday night. That better be a win. Week 4, back at Arrowhead, 3:25 kickoff against the Baltimore Ravens at Arrowhead Stadium. That's the first 4 weeks. Are you surprised that Philadelphia and Baltimore, neither one of those games is in prime time?
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right.
But I think the networks protected those probably.
Okay, week 5, such an odd Monday Night Football matchup. Chiefs at Jacksonville.
And we're sending you down there to cover it.
Well, that's fine because it's at night. And that takes away a lot of the sting from that hellhole of a stadium.
It is a dump.
Okay?
It is a dump.
Because that sun, shining on my face and that stinky swim water that you got people up there spitting up in, farting in, feet. People are like, oh, yeah, let's go watch it from the pool. Hepatitis. I mean, whatever. I'm sorry, dude. I took a look at it, and it did not look pleasant to me.
No, I get it.
It's Monday Night Football. Week 6. Oh, this will be a good one. Back at Arrowhead. Woo. Sunday Night Football. Yeah. October 12th, 7:20 p.m. Chiefs hosting the Detroit Lions. Hell of a matchup. Week 7. Chiefs stay at home. October 19th. Noon. How about that? Yeah. How about that crazy kickoff time? Noon at Arrowhead.
Must be playing somebody that sucks.
Against the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
The Las Vegas Raiders. Week 7, October 19th at noon.
Pete Carroll.
Who'd have thunk it? That is the second of 3 home games in a row during this stretch. Because week 8, October 27th, back on Monday Night Football against Washington. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be out there to cover that game. That's going to be terrific.
Yep.
That was one of the games that we highlighted on the schedule that should be thoroughly exciting and entertaining. October 27th, Monday Night Football. Chiefs host Washington. What a battle of quarterbacks. Should be fabulous. Then right after that, got to get ready. because Week 9 takes you to Buffalo. November 2nd, that's a 3:25 matchup in Buffalo, Week 9 against the Bills. Then, after that, the Chiefs, Week 10, get the bye week. And so after playing Washington and Buffalo back-to-back and going to Buffalo.
Bye Week 10 is great, too.
Chiefs get a bye. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Get the bye week, Week 10.
It's great.
They return out of the bye week to travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. 3:25 kickoff, November 16th in Denver. Then, as we predicted, Week 12, the Colts game will be a noon game.
Colts.
The least attractive game on the schedule for the games that'll be played at Arrowhead. Week 12, November 23rd, noon against the Colts. God only knows who'll be the quarterback for the Colts at that point. Then Week 13, 4 days later, after playing the Colts, the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, 3:30 p.m., November 27th, at Dallas.
Cowboys.
Against the Cowboys. So then once they're done with Dallas, Week 13, Week 14, they come back home for, once again, a date on Sunday Night Football, another playoff rematch. This time it'll be against the Houston Texans. That's December 7th at 7:20 p.m. at Arrowhead. Then Week 15, look what it is. It's another home game at noon. I'm here for it. Let's go. Week 15, December 14th at noon against the L.A. Chargers.
Chargers.
They get done with the Chargers, and what the hell's going on here? They're playing at noon again, this time on the road. Week 16, I feel bad for the people going on the trip because 95% of the people that make the trip from Kansas City will be super hungover after Saturday night in Nashville. They have a noon kickoff. Was hoping for the fans that they would get at least a 3:25 kickoff.
Titans.
But you need to take it easy, get some
just keep it going.
Well, whatever.
Just keep it going.
Get some guardrails. Give yourself a curfew for Nashville the night before.
Or just don't go to bed.
Tennessee, noon, Week 16. That's December 21st. Then, of course, Week 17, 4 days later, Christmas night against the Denver Broncos. Thursday night football, 7:15 p.m. Merry Christmas to you and yours. And then finally, Week 18, TBD. We don't know if it'll be Saturday or Sunday or what time, but it'll be in Las Vegas against the Raiders. So you can plan your trip that weekend at least. First weekend of January. Get out to Las Vegas and hopefully watch the Chiefs, led by Gardner Minshew, take on his old team, because the Chiefs will have wrapped up their their one seed in the playoffs. And so go see a healthy dose of Gardner Minshew take on the Raiders Week 18 in Las Vegas. So there it is. There you have it. 14-3.
Yeah, I think it was in terms of strength of schedule, the 11th ranked schedule.
Nobody knows. That's so stupid. Nobody freaking knows.
According to last year.
Strength of this.
Last year's record.
Great. Let's just all go by last year. So dumb. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
What do you like? Strength of what?
I knew you'd love that.
No, but how do you know? Come on.
It's just the strength of schedule.
Right.
It's according to last year.
Let's do the strength. What were they 5 years ago? Let's do that. Things change in the NFL.
Quickly.
And no, now you've got people that are sending me messages. I'm not covering the game in Jacksonville.
No, that's a joke.
I'm not going to have a woman screaming Duval in my ear for an hour and a half.
I don't even get it.
It's the county.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but we're not out there with
Jackson.
I'm out there. I'm out there. Platt. What the hell is this guy talking about?
Johnson.
He's screaming the county he lives in. Platt.
Johnson.
Hey, Platt. I would be. You know what? Next time I go to a sporting event as a fan, I'm just gonna start screaming Platt at people.
That'd be interesting.
They're gonna go to the usher. Hey, this guy keeps screaming Platt over and over again. We're not sure what he's doing.
Bold move.
Yeah.
It's a good schedule.
Oh, it's a great schedule.
Most primetime games of any team, 7 of them.
7 primetime games for the Chiefs, 6 primetime games for the Cowboys, 5 primetime games for Washington, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Miami, the Chargers, the Lions, the Bills, and for some unknown reason, the Atlanta Falcons. And then 4 primetime games for the Buccaneers, the Seahawks, the Steelers, the Vikings, the Rams, the Texans, the Packers, the Broncos, the Bengals, and the Ravens.
What about the Saints?
No, I don't see them.
Or what about the Browns?
I don't see them on that list. They're not on that list.
They didn't get any. The Browns didn't get any.
So what?
Saints didn't.
Do you really need to see the Browns and the Saints?
Not at all.
Is that something you want?
Nope. No, sir, I do not.
But here's the deal: if you want to throw in Thanksgiving, because that's a standalone game, that's 8 standalone games. 8 showcase standalone games. Because you got the 7 primetime games up against nothing else in the NFL. And then they're playing on Thanksgiving at 3:30, which that'll be the only game going.
Right.
So that's 8 standalone games. How about that?
It's beautiful.
And guess what? All these people bitching and complaining, oh, I'm tired of the Chiefs, whatever. Guess what? You're still going to watch. You're still going to watch it. And you might hate watch it, but you're going to watch it. And you know what? You're going to get mad. And you know what happened? Roger Goodell stood up and said, let the boy watch the Chiefs. You're going to be like Gabriel standing in that doorway.
I rap at the door, my young son Gabriel walks in. My wife says, no, Gabriel, leave. I say, no, let the boy watch.
Let the boy watch. Let the fans watch.
Let the boy watch.
That's the one right there. That's the delivery I liked.
Let the boy watch. He needs to learn.
Goodell's up in front of the network bosses. Let the fans watch.
Let the boy watch.
They need to learn.
He needs to learn.
They need
the
to
way I
learn.
learned from my father.
Right. They need to learn about the Chiefs. They need to learn about Taylor Swift. Let the fans watch.
The way I learned.
8 standalone games. No. That does make me happy that so many people are mad. That's great. It's beautiful. So there's your schedule. Act accordingly. You can go out to some games, Jake?
Yeah, probably.
Now that you know the times, what game you want to go to? You want to go to that Washington Monday Night Football?
You know what? I want to go to any game that somebody wants to give me tickets.
Wow. Boy, that's pandering. That's great. So what? I'm not criticizing you whatsoever.
Somebody wants to give me tickets, I'll go. I'll go to the game.
Yeah. Glad we were able to establish that out there to all the listener. Hey, Jake, what game do you want to go to? Any game where someone will give me tickets. All right, then.
Right. I'm a cheap ass.
What game would you like to go to, though? Most?
I think that Washington Monday night
Monday
game.
Night Football, Washington. That's right. I knew it. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put in a press pass and go with you and Lebo.
Come on. I'd love that. You'd have a blast. You would have a blast sitting with me, Lebo, and Pete Sweeney.
Well, I feel like it almost should happen because then the next day it'll be me, you, and Lebo, and Pete Sweeney on the show.
Any game you want to come out and sit with us?
I think that we should probably do that. I mean, we give the Chiefs enough time, I'm sure.
On the water, it would be Monday night, but we'd have Pete in the next. We'd make Pete,
Yeah. Move it around.
That Baltimore game would be good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm glad the Philadelphia and the Baltimore games are 3:25 games.
Well, late September, early October, like the weather's never better in Kansas City. So I bet that September 28th Baltimore game, it'll be a beautiful.
God, those first 3 home games, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Detroit.
It's awesome.
Gets my blood flowing right now. I feel like Al Michaels. How do you start the home schedule? Philadelphia, Baltimore, Detroit. Wow.
Went past the music.
Good. Back after this on WHB.